Hey guys, how's it going? Good morning. Let me set up this room real quick and then we can get started. So let's see. Good right here. Today is the 30th. So I'll set it over here. We should be good. Last thing right here. Cool. So we got about 12 minutes till market open. We have some time, so there's no real rush right now. I'll go ahead and take a look right now at US 30 to see where the bias is. Looks like the bias is a sell though, so we'll take a look to confirm. But I mean, for the most part, looks like a pretty solid sell, at this time. So let me just get these links sent out right here. The Zoom link sent out to you guys first. All right, there we go with that. It's sent out real quick too. All right, cool. Let me let everybody into the room real quick. All right, 6:19 guys. So we got 11 minutes till market open. There's no crazy rush right now. We got some time. So just looking at US 30 right here. Actually, one second. Let me just send this link out for the YouTube as well. Good. Get you guys the other link here as well, and then we should be good to go. All right, cool. Looks like everything's pretty solid right now. All right, cool. So we got 10 minutes till market open, guys. No rush. We're going to go ahead and look at US 30, see what the bias is on the technical side. Just looking at this here on the 10-minute, we have a bearish bias. Reason for that bearish bias is that price is below the pivots and the trend meter is red. Looking at the 3-minute, same situation. Price is below the pivots, the trend meter is red. And lastly, for the 1-minute, price is below the pivots and the trend meter is red. So looking at the technical side, everything pre-market looks like a bearish bias right now. I did take some sells yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw my profits. I actually took this. I took a trade that was within this 10-minute right here. So I marked this up right here, but I actually entered somewhere down here for the, what was it? The 1-minute, like right here, actually. One of these trades here, somewhere like that. I took that and then I ended up locking in a couple of profits. Like I locked in about 1,000 for my copier account and then 1,000 for my normal account right here. So that's what I took last night. And it looks like it's going to continue forward. I was going to keep taking it last night. I know Jeff, he marked up the trade here. Actually, we were both looking at it. I was in this trade for a while, actually, like I think from like 10 until midnight. So like I was literally holding this from right here all the way over here and it finally dumped. So it played out pretty nicely. It looks like it might continue dropping, but we'll wait and see how the market reacts on opening bell in about 8 minutes. But yeah, looking at the technical side, everything is pretty much bearish right here. We just need that confirmation on the fundamental side to to actually take the trade. So let me go ahead and open this right here. I think everything looks pretty solid for the most part. And morning, Peter. Morning, Emmanuel. Morning, Short Scene. Morning, Antoine. Morning, Kenny. Morning, Active. Morning, everybody. So hopefully you guys had a great day yesterday trading. I didn't really trade much yesterday. All I traded was I made back all my profits from that breakout loss in the morning. So I made everything back in profit, and I also made some profit last night taking that US 30 sell. So hopefully today's a lot better than yesterday. Yesterday was a really choppy trading day. A lot of manipulation. So hopefully today it's a lot smoother and we're able to take these trades without any problems. Let me check the chat over here. Hey, morning, Patricia. Morning, Miles. Morning, Justin. Morning, Mark. Gotcha. Okay, cool. So yeah, Mark, I saw your message for you sent me an email earlier. And you said that it was $10 per pip, right? For US 30. So the thing is, here's how you were over leveraging, right? So if you were doing so if you're $10 per pip, right? And we're going for a 500 pip stop loss, then, if you go for this move here, $10 times 500 pips, your risk is $5,000, right? And your account is only 25K. Do you see where I'm going here with this? You're risking like 25% of your account, Mark, by over leveraging and taking a on a one lot. So if you're taking a one lot, you can see how much you were over leveraging, because if you divide 5,000 by 25,000, you were taking a 20% risk, which is extremely high for that account. You're only supposed to be risking like 2 to 3% max, because the max daily loss is 5%. So like if you're taking a 20% risk there, like literally you're just one trade away from blowing your account. So good to know that you figured that out. But yeah, so definitely use proper lot sizes for yourself moving forward for your account. Morning, Fatima. Morning, Roman. Morning, Adrian. Yeah, definitely. No problem, Mark. I just want to make sure that you understand this. If a lot of people don't understand risk management, proper lot sizing, that's usually the worst part about when they take a loss. Because I know you are making like really good profit, because we haven't had a loss in like 3 months. And but it was, once you actually hit a loss, it definitely stung, because you lost like 800 off that trade when it should have been 500 or less. So yeah, no, definitely. Hey, morning, Peter. Morning, Lisa. Morning, Aaron. Morning, Simon. Peter said CNBC 692,000 jobs were added in June, higher than expected, well above the expected 550,000 right down. That's a lot of jobs to be added. A lot of people here are milking the system. They're not even trying to work. So there's a lot of jobs here available in the US, but people aren't taking them. So that's kind of counterproductive. Like, I know that's supposed to be good for the economy, but with people not taking it, it kind of causes an imbalance. So yeah, no, definitely. Thanks for letting me know, Peter, because I didn't even know that they released that data. Let me see if there's news today. I think there is news this morning. So we got Chicago PMI at 645. We got pending home sales at 7. We got crude oil inventories at 7:30, and then Fed member Barkin is going to be speaking at 10. So we have, it's going to be a little risky today, but we're going to try to trade through it. The first news event is at 6:45. So we're going to try to get into that breakout entry right at market open. Well, after we take that, we're probably going to take a break until 7. But I mean, there's news all morning. So like, we'll try to make our way through there, try to trade on the smaller timeframes and just, scalp our way in. This is going to be a good thing and a bad thing, because this is going to cause volatility in the market, but it's going to cause some spikes. So we might have to have a wider stop loss. So if you guys are trading today, make sure to use proper risk. Don't over leverage, don't over trade, don't double dip into things at the same time. I recommend just taking one trade at a time, because you don't want one trade to screw up your whole position for the day, and then you double down on that, and then it ends up, you're taking way too high of a risk. So just keep that in mind. Use proper risk. Don't over trade. I recommend just having one trade open at a time. All right. Anyways, going back to US 30 over here. Hey, morning, Sisu. Morning, Javid. Morning, Kyle. Morning, Sabra. Morning, everybody. So everyone's in the room now. I think everyone's still making their way in, but it looks like everyone should be good for the most part. All right, cool. Everyone should be in the room. We got about 3 minutes till market open. Looking over here on the technical side, you guys can see that we got we got a bearish bias on the 10-minute right here. Price is below the pivots. The trend meter is red. This is indicating a bearish bias. We're anticipating price to continue down here on the 10-minute time frame. Let me see if there's any other zones here for any possible snipes. Let's see. We got one. there. One right there. We got another one right here. And then one big one down here. All right, cool. So just looking at this right here, price is now currently within these areas right here. We do have the bearish bias. So we're looking for a possible sell here on market open. Market opens in about 2 minutes, right here on the 3 minute, also bearish bias. Price is below the pivots, trend meter is red. Same here on the 1 minute. Price is below the pivots and the trend meter is red. So what we're looking for on market open is for the fundamentals over here to indicate that price is in the red. So we want this to be in the red. On top of that, we also want a sell signal right here on the 1 minute to close below these pivots. Once we get that sell signal, that's going to be the indicator to join the trade. But right now, we don't have that sell signal yet. So that's basically what we're waiting for. We're waiting for that sell signal, the sell momentum signal. Once we get that, that's a confirmation to enter the trade. So other than that, market opens in about 1 minute. After that minute opens, we'll see where the fundamentals are pointing. If they're pointing towards the downside, we'll take the sell. If they're pointing towards the upside, we just need to wait for that confirmation for this to swing to the upside. Because currently right here, it's not necessarily in the location we're looking for. All right, cool. And morning, Donovan. Morning, everybody. So we got about 30 seconds to market open right here. We'll see what happens from here. Looks like it's trying to shift up. The thing is, this might be, it might be some market open manipulation where it'll temporarily spike up and then it might spike down. But if that's the case, that's fine. Or if it starts to swing up to the upside, we'll just switch to a bullish bias, right? I'm just pre-market is bearish, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to keep pushing in that direction. So market opens in about 5 seconds. All right, that was a big bullish move right there. So that's what I'm saying, guys. Sometimes right here, this is what happens. Let me pull up the fundamentals over here. See how it doesn't make sense? Fundamentals are red, right? The index is red, but you see how it's shooting up right here? This is a manipulated move. There's no reason for it to go up when the index is actually red. It's because a lot of people are anticipating a drop. So, with that anticipation, they end up doing the opposite. That's why we don't enter until after. We need this confirmation right here. See this huge wick? This is why you wait for that confirmation, because if you enter right away, you get screwed right here because it just doesn't make any sense. Look, it's red right here. The index is red. It's down 25 points, but look at the actual chart. This shit shot up like crazy. This is how they trap people. They make people think it's going to drop, and then they shoot it up. And then as soon as people get into this buy, they spike it all the way back down, right? So just keep that in mind, guys, when you guys are watching this, because the fundamentals here, they're starting to shift to the green side, but I mean, they're still red overall. So just keep that in mind. Don't get caught in these traps. It is NFP. There's a lot of traps being set this week, with a lot of the news coming out. If this shifts to the upside, that's completely fine. We'll start looking for buys. But right now, this just doesn't make sense, right? Because it shot up, but the index opened in the red. Looking at the futures data right here, this thing's down 68 points. It just doesn't make any sense, guys. It's down 67 points, and this thing shot up. Now it looks like it's ready to come down, right? It trapped all the buyers here, and then now it's going to try to come down. This is typical for the market. So this is why we wait for that confirmation. We don't hop in right away because, you can get burned really easily if you hop in right away. So like, for example, here, if you hopped into a sell right here before market open, this is why we don't enter trades like an hour before market open, because right here, if you enter the sell, you would have been screwed because it shot up. And then again, right here, this thing's shooting up, but the index is red. Dude, this thing's down 73 points. How is it still shooting up? All right. So it's starting to shift to the green side, but the futures overall still negative 73 points. This is still negative 6 points. Looking at the actual index over here, all right, let's see. So like right here on CNBC too, it even says stocks dip, but the chart's going up, right? It just doesn't make any sense. This is like a clear representation of market manipulation right here, because, even CNBC is indicating that the stocks are dipping, but the charts are going up. So let's just wait, guys. If the market keeps moving like this, I might not even trade today because you don't want to get caught in these manipulated moves, right? Looking at the futures index here, it's still down 75 points. That's a lot of points to be down and for it to keep pushing up like that. And you can see the red candles are starting to make their way in. They trapped the buyers already because, a lot of people don't know how to follow fundamentals. They just look at the charts here on the technicals and they're like, oh, it's bullish, right? Because they see it pushing up. So they enter a buy right here. And then what happens after they enter the buy, they get screwed because it comes all the way back down. So just what I recommend is just be patient, guys. Don't hop into anything yet. Don't chase these movements because the thing is, we're not sure if this is going to hold because the actual index is red right now, but it's pushed up way too high. Let's see where it goes from here. All right. If it shifts to the upside, that's completely fine. Our bias will change. But, looking over here, I don't really see a reason for it to be pushing up that high. Okay, so now it's shifting up to the green side. That's fine, but it's not strong enough. I need this to be like 100 points in the green, or at least 50 points to 100 points in the green. And then I'll start taking some buys. But right now, just looking at this over here, huge manipulation right here as it shoots up. Because the market opened and it was red. And it literally shot up like this. I don't think there's any other news here causing it to push up. I think these are just people buying the dip from last night because price dipped over here for US 30. Generally US 30 is a bullish asset. So what happened was this big drop happened. A lot of traders entered right here for a buy when market opened, but the fundamentals aren't really pointing that direction. It looks like it's just getting pumped right now. It's getting pumped with people who are buying the dip. So we'll see where it goes from here. It looks like it's a trap because you can see right here that it established a low. So check this out. It established a low. It established a higher low right here. And then people are thinking that this is an uptrend right here, right? You guys have to look at this from a psychological perspective. If you see this right here and you're a normal trader, what do you think is going to happen right here? A higher low, higher low right here. You think it's going to keep pushing up, right? So what happens is they trap people in here for a buy. As soon as they have enough buyers, they just don't price all the way back down, right? I'm sure that's happened to you one time where you see a big bullish move or a big bearish move and then it reverses on you as soon as you enter. But we're not going to fall for this trap, right? We're going to wait. We have news coming up in 10 minutes, so it doesn't look like we're going to have a breakout entry, but we're going to wait for that news to pass. Once that news is passed here at 6:45 Chicago PMI, this is going to affect the market. So once this passes right here, then we'll start looking for some scalps. But right now, currently, I'm not really inclined to take any trades because the news is happening in about 10 minutes. Plus, this move over here just doesn't make any sense. Because, like right here, CNBC says that stocks dip. I mean, their news is delayed a bit. I mean, they report stuff a little later. But even looking at the basic fundamentals over here, it's starting to shift to the upside now. But on market open, it was in the red. So just keep that in mind. If this pushes up to like 50 points, then yeah, our bias will change to a buy. But right now it's still down the middle. It's only up 30 points, not really that much of a big push up. But we'll see where it goes from here. So the stocks are now shifting to the buy side. It looks like it's having a delayed follow to the move up. But we'll see where it goes from here because we do have news coming up in about 9 minutes. So once that news happens, we'll see where it goes from here. All right, let's see what happens here. We got 3 minutes left on this candle. A lot can happen in 3 minutes. Two things could happen here. What could happen here is we can have a huge wick right here and it rejects off the zone and it ends up coming back. Yeah, that's going to be scenario number one. Number two is it closes strong bullish like that, and then it just keeps pushing higher, right? So just keep that in mind. This is too strong of a push right here. This is like really unusual. See how far did it push up? Yeah, pushed up nearly 1,500 pips right there. So it looks like, people are jumping onto the hype right now because it was pretty much a big push up, and then people are seeing this big push up. So people are hopping in for the buy. The only problem is that news is coming up in about 7 minutes. So it's not something worth hopping into at this moment, in my perspective. I'm going to see where it closes. So it closes up here. this is fine. This is just going to indicate that we're shifting to a bullish bias. So if this closes above here, it's going to switch to a bullish bias because price is above pivots. The trend meter is green down here on the 3-minute, same situation. Price is above the pivots and the trend meter is green. Lastly, on the 1-minute, same thing, right? Price is above the pivot, trend meter is green right here. So that's really fine if it sticks up there, but we're going to wait until the news passes in the next 7 minutes before we, we hop into this. Let's see, IG sentiment. Let's see, it's 52% short actually. So you guys can see right here that a lot of retail traders were short. A lot of people got screwed because there was more retail traders short, and that's why they spiked it up to stop everyone. This is probably a lot higher. It's probably like 55, 60%. But with this big spike right here, a lot of people can't handle a big move like this, where it spikes up nearly 2,000 pips. If you have a small account and you're a retail trader, you're going to get stopped out. So majority of retail traders are short right now. This is completely fine. If this is the case, then we'll start looking for some buys when the scalps appear. So let's see. Yeah, Ken said that we're at the Asian high now. Oh yeah, I can see that right here. So the Asian open was right here. Just broke the Asian high right here at 34,364. The Asian low right here was at 34,136. Yeah, it was right down the middle on market open. So we'll see what happens here. We got about 40 seconds left. I'm not going to enter the trade yet. Like I mentioned, we have news coming up in about 5 minutes. Chicago PMI, it's going to affect the market heavily. So I'm not going to mess with that. I don't really care too much about pending home sales or crude oil inventories, but the Chicago PMI is probably going to affect the market. So we'll see where it goes from there. But you can see this big wick up top, right? One of two things will happen at this point. Price will either come back down or it'll keep pushing up if it moves like how it's supposed to. So we got 12 seconds left on this candle. We'll see where it goes from there. And then we can, we can determine our positions from that point. We'll start looking for some scalps, going to the fundamentals over here. Let's see, it's up 68 points now. So like I mentioned before, guys, when it's above 50 to 100 points, then I'll start changing my bias to a buy. It is at that point. So we'll see what happens after the news is released in the next 5 minutes. So as you can see right here, like I mentioned, price can do one of two things. It'll either continue pushing up or it'll come back down. So we'll keep watching it right here and see where it goes. Let's see, Patricia over here. Nice. Patricia actually took the trade. She took it right there for a buy. She kind of got caught a little bit. She got stopped out, and then she took a bigger position. She locked in 8,880. Nice work, Patricia. Yeah, she took the buy right before market. So she took it a little early. That's how she kind of got screwed off that first move. And then she had a small loss right there, and then she made it all the way back. So nice work, Patricia. This is why I hold off when before market open, because I don't get caught in that move. But good thing that Patricia over here actually she made it right back. So definitely nice work, Patricia. Rick over here too. Nice. Rick made about 500 off this as well. So nice work, Rick. Definitely congrats. Right here too. John, see, John is at 2,527. Nice work, John. Yeah, you guys did pretty solid so far. All right, cool. If you guys have any other profits, you guys can send them over to me. And then I will add them to the list of profits for the day. All right, let me see this real quick. Nice, Jerry over here as well. So Jerry as well, he's up 1,424. So if you guys know the strategy that we're applying here, you guys could have taken it. The reason why I didn't take it is because I was being safe. Eric over here, he took the buy as well. He made about 700 right there. Nice work, Eric. Yeah, so you guys did pretty solid so far. Looking at everyone's profits over here, you guys, like some of you guys did take it. Because technically, if you guys knew the strategy right here on the open, see how it was a bullish candle right here? You could have taken this. For me, I'm a very cautious trader, so I wouldn't have taken that buy. But if you guys were looking at the very bare basic way of analyzing the strategy, like we don't use a trend meter for it, we just use the 1 minute. Basically, if this closed above here, this would have provided for a buy entry for you guys to take. This was the original strategy that Kyle created a long time ago. But obviously I added more requirements to increase our win rate, to avoid getting caught in these these movements here. So If you guys knew the strategy, you guys could have taken it. That's what everyone did here. That's why everyone locked in these buys here, right? So Angela over here, just looking at everyone's profits from this morning. Let's see, Angela over here locked in 400. Eric locked in 600. Jerry locked in 1,424. John locked in 2,527. Rick locked in 500 for the morning. And Patricia locked in 8,880 this morning. Jeff as well. Jeff locked in 1,000 or 2,097. So nice work amongst everyone here. So if you guys understand the strategy and you guys know how to do it yourself, you guys could have taken the trade there. Obviously, I didn't take it myself because I'm very careful. I don't like to lose trades, and I don't like to take trades that are too risky. So nice work, everybody. So now it looks like we're shifting to the buy side. However, we're waiting for the news to pass. News is coming in about 2 minutes at 6:45. Once the Chicago PMI is released, then we can start looking for some scalps. Hasn't been released yet. It's going to be released in about 2 minutes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn on my alerts so that we can follow the moves. Let's see, turn this on. All right, we're good. Got my alerts turned on. We're gonna wait for the news to pass right now in about 50 seconds. Once it passes, we'll start looking for some trades. So looking at the Dow Jones over here, it's now up 88 points. So now it's shifted to the bullish side. Now it makes sense for it to be bullish. In the beginning, though, it didn't make sense for it to be bullish because the index was red, but now it's green. So now the fundamentals are following the technicals. But it might come right back down. We have the news coming up in about 30 seconds. The news can affect it pretty heavily. And it can spike it down. So we'll see what happens from this point. Let's see, is update yet? So we're looking for this news event right here, Chicago PMI. All right. And then after that, I think we have news at 7, but we'll try to catch some scalps in between. I just want to see how the market reacts to that news event. If it keeps pushing up, then our bias is going to stick to the bullish side. All right, news is about to be released right now. Let's see. Let's update that. All right, news was pretty far negative. Previous was 75.2. They were forecasting it to be at 70.2. It actually dropped heavily to 66.1. So you can see right here, small drop right here. It might have a late reaction to the market. Or it might just keep going up, right? Usually before when I would trade news, I would trade the opposite. If it was bad news, I'd buy. If it was good news, I would sell. Because this is just breeding ground for manipulation as well. Because if people see this red here, people are probably going to try to sell it. And I think what they're going to do right here is they'll just consolidate it a little bit, see where all the retail traders are entering for buys or sells. If they get more sells, they'll spike it up. If they get more buys, they'll spike it down. This is why I avoid news generally. All right, looking at the fundamentals over here, it's up 83 points, so it's pretty bullish. Looks like we'll be looking for some buys. So looking here on the 1 minute, this is what I'll be waiting for, a retracement downwards and then a swing back up. Then I'll take the buy. Same with the 3 minute here, looking for a retracement downwards and then a swing back up right there. So that's pretty much all that I'm looking for right here. The 10 minute, we'll just use this as a benchmark to see, where price is going. Looking at the 1 hour as well, it's pretty bullish right here too. I mean, it's not that bullish, but it's trying to shift upwards. So we got 13 minutes left on this 1 hour candle. If it closes above, then this is probably going to give a confirmation that it's going to continue upwards as well. Because, the shorter time frames follow the higher time frames, but we'll have to wait and see what happens from here. So you guys see this big drop right here? This is exactly why I didn't enter the buy yet, because something like this is going to happen due to the news. Razul is asking, Shawn, I'm confused. Once the market opens, should the futures chart not match the current price open? Why are they different? Because one is daily, one is for the month, Razul. So they're different. The futures price is different from, well, the price is different, but the bias is different because, the futures incorporates the entire month. The daily only incorporates the day. That's why they're different. It's like you saying, is it raining today? But was it raining this whole month, right? So you kind of get the analogy there. Like it could be raining one day, but it doesn't have to be raining the entire month. The month has the average of the of that asset, because you can see it has the month right there. So looking at this here, it's for the entire, it's like from now up until September. This is when the futures contract expires. So looking at this here, this is this would be the difference. But now it's sort of matching now. I mean, it's not matching completely, but it's on the upside too. Like this is up 58 points for the daily, and then the futures over here is up 81. So that's why they're kind of different. Roman said rain would surely be nice here on the West, wildfire season. Yeah, exactly, Roman. It's I'm glad it hasn't started yet, but I could definitely see the the fire starting here on the West Coast. Looking over here at US 30, it's kind of flat now. So this is fine that we have this retracement here. We need it to swing back up to take that buy anyways. So we're looking for a possible buy here. But you guys can see the volatility kind of died down a bit, right? And you can see here, like I mentioned, so what I mentioned right here on the following candle, so we had this breakout right here. I mentioned that price will either continue up or it'll come back down to where it originally was. So we'll see what happens from here. I mean, if this becomes the case, then, you guys can probably see and understand the manipulation happening here. I'm probably not going to trade off the 1 minute. I'll wait for the 3 minute to confirm, because the 1 minute, obviously there's gonna be a lot of noise here because of the movements. And you don't want to get caught in a fake out. So if we see one here on the 1 minute, I'll give you guys a markup, but I'm not going to take it myself. I'm for the most part looking on the 3 minute over here. Or if I do take it, I'll let you know. I'm just, I'm not comfortable with taking like unnecessary risk right now, because we do have more news coming up. We have the pending home sales at 7, so that's in about 10 minutes, and then in 30 minutes after that, we have crude oil inventories. So just keep that in mind. There's a lot of news this morning. You don't want to get caught in these fake outs right here, or these whipsaws or price spikes one way or the other. All right, so we got a pending buy signal right here. Like I mentioned, I'm not going to take this on the 1 minute. If you guys want to take it, take it at your own risk. But I will, if it does close, I'll mark it up for you guys. We have about 40 seconds left here. If I decide to take it like last minute, I'll tell you guys. But it's best that you guys understand what we're doing here, so that you guys can actually execute these trades on your own, and you don't have to wait for me to call them for you. Like for example, if you want to take these trades here that everyone else took, let's see, Kimberly as well. Let's see, nice. Kimberly's up 1,174 for the day. Nice work, Kimberly. So everyone here is doing pretty solid. Looks like everyone did pretty good. CSUK as well. CSUK's up 1,600. Patricia here as well. She's up 8,565. So like I mentioned, guys, Rick too, he's up 783. So if you guys understand the strategy here, you guys can apply this on your own. Here we go. I might hop into this real quick. Oh, fuck, it's too late. I already missed it. It already hit TP, like literally as soon as the candle closed, it hit TP already. So unfortunately, I missed the trade there. I don't know if you guys caught it. Looks like some of you guys did catch it over here. So if you guys were following me, I mentioned that if it closed with that bullish candle, it would be a buy. Looking at everyone's profits here, looks like some of you guys did take it. Yeah, but it looks like Patricia might have taken it over here. Nice work, Patricia. Yeah, you guys are doing pretty solid. You guys are killing it today. For the most part, I'll just give you guys an update in the group for whoever took it, because I know some of you guys aren't paying attention to the actual charts. Some of you guys are at work. For whoever ended up catching it, but I'll just put it here so that you guys can see, because some of you guys always ask for a small update if it's hit TP or if it's hit stop loss. I didn't take the trade though, so I don't have this on mine. It's just for whoever ended up taking it. This is why you guys shouldn't enter late or enter like randomly, because you can see right here how it came all the way back down. You guys can get greedy. If you guys have a trade that hits TP, you guys just got to take that win and pull out, because if you don't, you could get caught in a nasty move like this right here. Miles, that's a different group. That's not a K2 group. That's a group by Mark. He's another K2 member here, but he applies different strategies. They're not K2 strategies, or he kind of mixes them in with the K2 strategies as well, but that's a different group. Let's see if there's anything else over here. So this is why I don't want to take the 1 minute, right? See all the noise right here? Like if you missed that TP right there, you would have been screwed because it came all the way back down. Looking over here on the 3 minute, this is actually one that I would be willing to take in because it does have some noise, but it's not as noisy as the 1 minute. All right. So let's see what else we got over here. Hey, what's up, Aaron? Aaron said, what are you looking for when drawing zones and what is it used for? Is it support resistance area? Yeah, basically, Aaron. Basically, I use the K2SR indicator, this one right here. And you can see that the zones are automatically drawn, right? I look at these as rejection points. So the reason why I got these up right here are so I don't trade in these areas, right? Like for example, if I see price coming back down to this area, I'm probably not going to want to sell because odds of it hitting this area right here, you know, this would be considered a support, would be that it can either do one of two things. It can bounce off it or it can break below, right? So I wouldn't take the sell if it's getting close to this area. I would wait for it to close like somewhere below here. And then once it closes below there, then I'll take the sell. Or I might not because there's more zones down here, right? So that's what I use to identify these zones right here. And the reason for drawing them is to identify market structure. So like, for example, if I was to draw all these zones right here, you can kind of see where the market structure lies, right? So like, for example, I have this drawn up over here, drawn up right there. And then you can start to put together a storyline of how price is moving. Like if I turn this off right here, you can see that price kind of consolidates right here. So you probably wouldn't want to enter here. You want to wait for it to break above or below. So right here breaks above, you can take this for a small little win right here for about 100 pips, vice versa. It breaks below here. You take this for a sell and then you catch that for a little move down there as well. And this is the 1 minute. So just keep this in mind. This is the 1 minute here. So there's a lot of noise here. The 10 minute is a little more accurate because there's not as much noise over there. And here's the breakout entry or the daily entry from yesterday, guys. I marked this up for someone yesterday. This is the reason why we don't take the daily entry as much anymore because the price barely moves, right? If you took this daily entry yesterday, you would have been holding on to this trade for 17 hours before it actually hit TP. Normally, you know, TP hits within the first couple hours, but in these market conditions, we're in a scalping market, so it doesn't really move as fast. All right, so you can see price is starting to make its way back down. We'll see where it goes from here. But looking at this, we're pretty much just waiting for price to swing back up. So I'm waiting for this to complete still. It hasn't had this retracement signal. We need an opposite signal in the opposite direction right here. There you go. So there's an opposite sell signal right there. Once this closes, I'll start looking for a buy. Let's go back to the fundamental side, make sure everything is still bullish. Yeah, it's still pretty bullish. It's up 58 points. It's not very much, but it is up in a bullish bias. So this is fine. This is exactly what I was looking for here on the 3 minute. I want a retracement here so I can catch the buy side. But it needs to close. So I'm hoping it closes with this right here, and then we can start looking for a possible buy. All right, the 1 minute over here is coming down right now. As it comes down, we're pretty much just waiting for it to swing back up. All right, we got 30 seconds here. Just waiting for this to close. Once it closes, we'll figure out where we'll be trading it. We got news coming up in about 4 minutes. It's the new home sales. So just keep that in mind, guys. If you guys are in any trades, you might expect some volatility within the next 4 minutes. Let's check out where the retail traders are right now. All right, this is perfect. Retail traders are starting to stack up on the shorts. So this is perfect. This is what I want to see right here. Because the thing is, retail traders are trying to anticipate the high, right? They're trying to they think that this is a high right here. So what happens is retail traders are starting to enter for some sells. That's why it's slowly dropping, because the market makers are trying to trap. They're trying to trap these sellers in here. They're going to drop it slightly. And then once they have enough sellers pretty much in this pool right here, they're just going to spike it all the way up and stop them all out. So this is cool because I want the retail traders to trade opposite of us. We don't want to trade where everyone else is trading. If everyone's trading for the short side, you know, odds are market's going to do the opposite thing. So that's completely fine. You know, retail traders can keep hopping onto the sell side, and we'll hop into the opposite for the buy side. Yeah, exactly, Lisa. So Lisa just mentioned 55% short now. Feel better about buys when it's higher. Exactly. No, definitely. I agree with you 100%, Lisa, because you guys have done the research. Majority of retail traders fail at trading. So it'd make zero sense for you to trade in the direction that they're trading. So if they're trading for sells, we're not sheep here. We're not going to follow what everyone else is doing. We're going to do the complete opposite because they're probably going to get stopped out. All right. So looking back over here, that's completely fine. We're now looking for a buy signal here on the 1 minute. And then also over here on the 3 minute, we're looking for a sell signal. And then once we have that sell signal, we can start riding it upwards. All right. All right. See what's going on over here. Yeah, market volatility is is dead right now. So, anyways, the news is happening right now in 1 minute, so it's about to be 7. We got 50 seconds till the new home sales data is released, or pending home sales actually. So let's see. It looks like the housing market is definitely dying down. There's a lot more houses on the market now. So I know you would know Aaron, Aaron doing real estate over here and handling mortgages. Rick too, actually. Rick's familiar with the housing market. Let's see what's going on here with the price. We still need this to close with the sell signal. It doesn't matter if it closes invalid, that's perfectly fine. I just need it to close with this momentum downward so that we can catch the buy. Here's a pending buy here on the 1 minute. If anyone wants to take it, I don't think I'm going to take it because the news is coming right now. So, I don't want to get caught in a spike in price. Oh yeah. Okay, perfect. So we got that opposite signal here on the 3 minute. I think price is going to shoot up now. I'm just looking for that buy signal now over there. Same with this 1 minute right here. Dang, this thing's starting to shoot up. Volatility is picking up because news was just released right now at 7. Like I mentioned, if you guys were in a trade, you should expect some volatility right now because the pending home sales data has been, oh wow, it's up. Okay, so home sales are actually up. There's a lot of pending homes that are on sale right now that are people are buying the house. They're expecting it to be not very high, but so last month they were down 4%. Now they're up 8%. So pending, I guess home sales are going up right now. You guys can see that US 30 is starting to shoot up. So basically all the retail traders who are in that sell are going to get screwed right now because it's about to shoot up, it looks like. That's completely fine. They can keep shooting up and they can stop all these people out right here. Dang, they're still entering sells right now. So a lot of retail traders right now, they're anticipating a drop. But my guess is that it's not going to drop. My guess is that it's going to go opposite. It's going to keep pushing up. But look here, so you got to think of it from a psychological perspective, right? If you're say if you're a manipulator of the market, right, and you want to make more money, what are you going to do? You're going to keep giving people little treats, right? If they're in for a sell, they're going to keep pushing it sideways, or they're going to slightly move it downwards like this. They're going to keep inching it down. This way, a bunch of retail traders will just follow along, right? They'll see it drop and they're like, oh, it's going to drop. So they start entering sells right here. And then when you least expect it, like say when this number goes up to like 60%, because all the retail traders are like, oh, it's going to have to drop at this point, because they get tricked to thinking that this is the high, right? They think this is the high right here, and they think it's establishing lower highs. So this is the high. This is the lower high. People are basically getting tricked. They're like, oh, it's a high, lower high. It's going to have to drop, right? And at that point, it's just going to skyrocket up. So just keep that in mind. It's like playing chess. You have to anticipate what the other person's move is. And by the other person, you have to anticipate the retail trader, because we're not trying to trade like retail traders. We're trying to trade like the opposite. We're trying to trade like the market makers, institutions, because majority of retail traders do fail at trading. So just keep that in mind. If you guys are looking for any possible entries here, you just have to think about what other people are thinking. So I don't think it's ready to shoot up yet. I think what's going to happen here is they're going to establish higher lows. So right here, a high, and then they might push price lower right here. bring it up a little bit, and then continue to drop because they want to keep trapping in more sellers. The market makers and institutions aren't going to make money if they just stop out 55% of the short traders. They want it to be a little bit higher because the more people that are on the short side, the more money they'll make when they spike price up. So just keep that in mind. If you guys are wondering, what we're looking at here. The only reason I know this is because I've been trading US 30 every day for like the past 3 years. So I started to pick up on the market patterns here of how things work. I mean, it's not just for US 30, but it's a little more clear with US 30 because we're trading it during, open hours right now. So let's see where it goes from here. Or I think what might happen here is if they spike price up, they're just going to stop these people out. And then what happens is, just think about yourself when you were trading and you were losing trades. When you're trading and losing trades, if you lost the first time, you're probably like, oh, market is just being manipulated. I'm gonna hop back in, right? So as soon as they spike price up, because you guys got to think about where people are placing their stop losses, right? If you're in for a sell, where's the place where people usually put their stop loss? They usually put their stop loss at the swing high, which would be right here. So if you were to enter a buy right here, that would be the area where they would spike price to. They would spike price to this area right here, and then they would bring it back down. So, I mean, just, if you guys have been studying US 30 like I have, you guys understand like what the institution market makers are doing. It's a mind game for a lot of traders. So just keep that in mind. So yeah, here's the thing, if this ends up shooting up, my area where I think price is going to push up to is going to be the swing high right here. Because this is where a lot of people have their stop losses. And the thing is, if everyone has their stop loss around this area here, then it's going to have a lot of volume right here. So the thing is, if price ends up hitting this area, you'll probably see a spike up. If price reaches this area right here, it doesn't have to be right there, but it can be around this whole entire area above here. If price ends up reaching this area right here, you'll probably see a spike in price because that's where everyone's stop losses are. And if their stop losses get triggered, you get a bunch of volume and then volatility just swings up. So just keep that in mind if you guys are wondering what we're looking for here. Okay, so here's a 1 minute. We have a pending buy there. We need the buy signal to enter the trade, but we don't have it yet. So, this is just a game of patience at this point. You just got to wait for the perfect opportunity to enter the trade. You don't want to enter yet because price is still dropping. All right. So looking at this right here, you can see that the stock market is super bullish, right? Or not the stock market, but the Dow 30 in general. It's super bullish. It's 73 points in the green. Let's see if I can pull up actual CNBC right here. Looking at CNBC, the Dow Jones is up 72 points, S&P's up 0.02 points, NASDAQ's down 21 points, Russell 2K is down 11 points. So they're kind of split right now. S&P and Dow Jones are around the same area, but NASDAQ and the Russell 2K are down. So let's see what happens here. Oh, man, that's such a slow market, guys. But this is normal. It's normal for NFP week. Generally, market will be kind of slow like Monday through Tuesday or Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, it's just going to be super volatile. So it's all good. We'll be waiting for it here. All right. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. I can probably answer questions right now until we have an entry. Obviously, if we have an entry that appears, I'll have to take a break from your question. But if you guys have any questions, this is probably one of the good times for me to answer them. If not, you guys can wait until the session is over and I can answer your questions at the end. But right now we kind of have some free time. So if you guys have any specific questions, I can answer them for you. Yes, Simtex. So yeah, in order to change your trend meter, you can just change it to the same as chart for everything, like Peter said. Pending scalp right here. We got 50 seconds. Let's see. Arthur said, Shawn, how do you set up the trend meter? So in order to set up the trend meter, you just click on indicators right here, go to invite only scripts, and then click on K² trend meter right there. I already have one on my chart, so it's already there. So I'll just delete the extra one. But once you have this on your chart right here, depending on what you're trading, if you're scalping, then you want to have it set to the same chart. So if you're scalping on the 1 minute, then you can go to the trend meter right here and change this all to the same as chart. If you're trading intraday, like Forex pairs, the default setting is intraday settings. So the default settings here are 30-minute, 1 hour, 2 hour, and 4 hours. So you can see what the overall trend is on those time frames. But that's pretty much how you would set it up. All right, we got a pending buy here on the 3-minute. Same here. Oh, here's a 1 minute down. We missed the fucking trade again. Okay, so whoever caught the trade there, I mean, there's a buy there. Try to catch the I entered too late. All right, so we have a pending buy here on the 3-minute as well. So we'll see where this closes right here. We got about 30 seconds left on this candle over here. See where it goes from this point. So you guys can see it's starting to push up, right? It's doing the opposite of what all the retail traders are doing. Retail traders are entering the sell, but price is doing the opposite. It's pushing up. So we'll see where it goes from here. This 1 minute just hit TP. I don't know if anyone caught that. If you guys want to send your profits in, feel free. If you guys want an update, I can send you guys the update as well. So I'll just give you guys an update here for whoever caught it, because I know a lot of you guys are still trading on your own. So this is pretty much what we were waiting for there. There's a pending buy here for the 3-minute. Let's give you guys a small little update over here in the group. Nice. So it looks like Eunice caught this trade. So I'll just give you guys a small update here because some of you guys did catch this trade here for the buy. Just for you guys who are following it. So let me go over here and just update all this stuff. All right, so Eunice over here actually took the trade. He's up 205 right now. Took that buy. So nice work, Eunice. Off that right there. All right. So there he goes. It shoots up right there. I'm currently in a position because I accidentally entered the 1 minute. I'm in profit about 1,000 right now, thinking about closing it and then re-entering for this 3-minute shortly thereafter. Or who knows? I'll just hold on to it. I'm already in profit about 2,000 right now. Let's see. I'm gonna add a move my stop loss in profit. Let's see, price is 34.40. 34. All right, so I pulled out of that position right there, guys. That wasn't an entry, that was an exit because I accidentally entered the 1 minute earlier over here. So don't enter the trade yet. There's probably going to be another opportunity. I'll just give you guys a screenshot of my update. That wasn't entering a trade. Just keep that in mind. Because I know sometimes you guys hear the noise and you guys enter a trade because you think I'm entering a trade, but I didn't enter. I actually exited. So let me give you guys an update for that trade right there. This was just me following the 1 minute earlier. I'll just give you guys show you guys my profit for that trade there. If this closes right here, then I'm just going to take it for another buy. But we'll see where it goes from here. All right. So let me see. So I'll just show you guys my profits here. So I'm currently up 2,000 on this account. I'm up 2,000 on this account. So in total, I'm up about 4,000 for the day so far. So I'm doing pretty solid right now. Yeah, man, it's doing pretty good. So let's see. We got about 10 seconds left here for this 3-minute entry. You guys can see the volatility starting to pick up a little bit. All right, so I'm currently doing this right here. All right. So there we go. So I'm in this trade, guys. I might close out early. I'll let you guys know if I do. I don't really like how the market's moving right now. I think I'm gonna pull out soon. You guys know if I do, I'm gonna profit about 1,000 right now. Let me see the fundamentals real quick. I mean, it's pretty bullish, so I think it's gonna keep pushing up. It's just a matter of time. It's just I just don't like how it bounces around like this, how it's moving right now. Fuck, I accidentally closed out of the position. I'm gonna have to re-enter it. All right, so I'm currently out of the position. I might just double dip back into it though. So I'm out of it. If you guys want to close out and profit, feel free. If you guys want to hold on to it, feel free as well. Like I mentioned, I just don't feel comfortable with the position with how it's moving. It's kind of just moving around, kind of funky. So that's why I accidentally closed it. I was trying to set my stop loss in profit, but I ended up closing out. Let me just check this real quick. See, everything is looking fine here. Yeah, I mean, for the most part. So the thing with this right here, like I was mentioning, you see the shorter traders, they're starting to get stopped out. It was at 55%, now it's at 54. The people who are on the short side, they're just getting stopped out as it continues to push up. So what I'm worried is that it might pull back a little bit and then, swing back again. So I was waiting for it to swing back. I could probably buy it back at a dip. But if you guys want to close out and profit, I'm out of the trade. Just keep that in mind. I'm currently out of the trade. So if you guys want to do exactly what I'm doing, I'm already out in profit. I'll give you guys another little update for my profits over here. I'm thinking about re-entering, but it's obviously it might take some time for me to hop back into it. Because the thing is, we're at a new high for the day, so that makes it, and that adds another risk factor to it. So yeah, if you guys want to follow, my advice is to pull out and profit and then hop back in later. If you want to, if you feel comfortable with the position, feel free. I'm trying to dip in at a lower price. So here are my profits so far. I'm up pretty nice for the day. I only took a couple trades with you guys here. So I'm up 2,064 on this account. On my other account, I'm up 2,416. So I'm up about 4,500 right now for the day. You can see right there, it's trying to shift up. It's the market right there. Next is a K² US 30 3-minute scalp early for some profit. Better re-entry. Yeah, the market's just moving kind of the market's moving funky right now, guys. So like that's why I'm being a little careful right now with my positions. I mean, you guys don't have to copy exactly what I'm doing, right? But if you guys want to, I'm telling you guys what I did, so you guys aren't like surprised later, like, oh, I should have pulled. Why did he pull out and not tell me? Like I'm telling you guys to make sure so that you guys actually understand, the whole thought process behind all this. All right, let's see. So I'm out of this position, guys. I'll continue to follow it for you guys, but I'm, like I mentioned, I'm out, and I recommend people exit if you guys don't feel comfortable with the position. If you guys feel comfortable, hold on to it. But my recommendation is if you guys don't feel comfortable about a position or you guys are nervous, like I was kind of nervous right now because of the way it was moving, I pull out. It's better to pull out with some profit than to be greedy and risk blowing money because you didn't want to pull out, right? So there we go. Nice. Mark too. Mark locked into some profits here, about 50 bucks. Nice work, Mark. Yeah, Mark, I know it sucks that the profits are a lot smaller for you, but you got to keep in mind that you're on a smaller account, right? Like you were making like a couple thousand bucks per trade because you were trading my lot sizes. My lot sizes are quite big, right? Because I'm on a 200K account. My 200K account compared to your 25K is a big difference. So definitely nice work, Mark. Let's see who else locked in profit off that. Shawn as well. Shawn's up 504. Nice work, Shawn. Zachary over here as well. Zachary's up 1,093. Nice work, Zachary. You guys are killing it. Razul over here as well. Let's see, Razul's up 900, about 1,000. So you're almost there, Razul, at 1,000. Nice work. So big congrats to everybody here. Rick said, I learned that as a teenager, always pull out early. Right, Rick? All right, so you guys are doing pretty good. If you guys have more profits that you guys want to send over to me, go ahead and feel free to send them over to me or send them in any of the groups. And then we'll see. Yeah, here's Josh too. Even Josh mentioned here in the K2 mentorship chat, he said, hopefully plays out a full TP, but if not, take your profits while you can. I took out my profits, so I'm done for now. Yeah, I mean, pretty solid. Hey, Maddie, my bad, bro. I just saw your your message. Did you get into the room? I think you're in here now. Bishop said, hello, it's TP. TP's right here. It's 34,452, but I'm out of the trade already. Kong is asking, can you mark the daily for US 30 NASDAQ? I don't think we have a daily entry yet. There's no daily entry yet for US 30. We don't have a daily entry for NASDAQ because we don't trade the daily entry for NASDAQ, but I mean, I could check. I don't think there's a daily entry yet for it though. Let me see. Yeah, there's no daily entry for either of them right now, Kong. Because market opened here at 6:30. There hasn't been a signal after that yet. So no following signal right there. Same for US 30. Market opened right here at 6:30. There's no signal after it. So there goes a 3-minute starting to push up. I'm like tempted to hop back in, but like I mentioned, guys, there's a lot of market manipulation going on right now. We also have news coming up in about 10 minutes. So just keep that in mind. We have news coming up, the crude oil inventories. They'll be announced at 7:30. So it's a heavy news day today, guys. So today's not the day to be taking those risks. Like today's the day to be careful because we have a lot of stuff going on with this here. Let's see, Jeff said R1 pivot at 34.4. Let me add that to the list over here. 34.44. Oh gosh, okay. So this is a pivot area that Jeff has identified for his R1. So just keep that in mind. This is a risky trade here for a buy. So I'm not going to re-enter the buy right now. We also have news coming up in about 10 minutes now. So it's going to be risky for you guys to hop into stuff right now. I don't recommend entering it. Let's see, we have breaking news as well for Trump. Let's see, what has Trump done this time? Trump organization expects to be charged Thursday in Manhattan criminal case. I don't know what happened. It's breaking news. All right, man, it's a funky day today. We got like a lot of random news happening. We do have economic news as well. We have retail traders doing the opposite. There's just a lot of stuff going on today, guys. And it is NFP week, so just keep that in mind. There we go. Big push up for whoever's still in the trade. Like I mentioned, I want this to hit. Obviously, I want this to hit. I'm just not in the trade, so I'm not really too inclined to. There we go. It just hit your pivot right there, Jeff. So let's see what happens if it breaks it or not. Yeah, it's all good, Maddie. We didn't even take a breakout entry, so I mean you're solid. You got in just in time. All right, so it's rejecting off that pivot right there that Jeff mentioned. I'm just glad that you guys are saying over here for the in the chat. So if you guys are here in the premium, you guys will see what everyone's talking about. We're always messing around in the chat, so everyone's always giving Jeff a hard time. So Jeff, it is rejecting off your pivot right there. So it looks pretty solid. All right, so we got the news coming up in about 9 minutes, guys. So I'd be careful. If you guys decide to enter any trades at this point. iPhone mentioned price might want to fill the gap. I don't think it's going to come down that far, iPhone. Like I mentioned, the retail traders are on the sell side, so I don't really expect it to drop. I expect it to keep going up. Fundamentals are all pointing to the upside, so everything here is pointing to the upside. I don't really see a drop happening anytime soon. Not a big enough drop, right? Because you mentioned you think it's going to fill the gap, which would be down here. So if it's to fill the gap, that's a big drop. That's about 2,300 pips. So I don't think that's going to happen. There's just nothing pointing towards the downside, right? You're thinking like the rest of the retail traders here who are all entering the sells when everything's clearly bullish, right? The daily index right here is up 130 points. The entire stock index is like all green right now. Barely a few red ones, and they're not even down like a point. Like there's only like two stocks here that are down a point. Walmart and Boeing can pretty much cover all the red stocks here. Looking at the futures data, it's also very bullish. So I don't really see any drops happening over here, iPhone. I mean, the fundamentals as well, they're all bullish. I mean, technicals are bullish. It's bullish on the 3-minute, it's bullish on the 10-minute and the 1-minute. Looking at this here, so you guys saw how I marked this up, right? Whenever we have a breakout like this on market open, price will do one of two things. It'll either correct back to the bottom or it'll keep pushing up. You can see right here, it clearly pushed up, right? So that bullish bias is pretty much confirmed at this point. So, yeah, pretty much. Brian's asking, this YouTube delayed 1 minute. I don't think it's delayed that far. It's probably delayed like a few it's probably like 10 seconds. A minute's pretty far back, Brian. But it is delayed. So yeah, you are correct that it is delayed. That's why people here are on the Zoom to get in this real time. But the YouTube is somewhat delayed. I don't think a minute. That's kind of far back. You might have to just refresh your YouTube, because generally it's like 10 seconds if you have good internet connection. If you have bad internet connection, then yeah, it'll be a little bit slower. But for the most part, it's usually just a few seconds. Or I mean, if YouTube is screwed up, then yeah, it might be on YouTube's end as well. All right, so the Dow Jones is starting to drop a little bit. It's still up 116 points, but it is, I mean, it's doing what it's supposed to do, right? I mentioned that that it's probably it's gonna have to lure in some more sellers. So what happened here is it established a new high. So I think at this point, it's probably gonna drop slightly to lure in some more sellers. So right here, it established a new high. I think at this point, or it might not happen at this point, but at some point, they're gonna have to start dropping it slightly, right? They need to drop it slightly so that more retail traders will enter for sells. Right now, there's 54% people short. Those people who got stopped out at that same area that I marked up. So what happened was I marked up the previous high, which was right here. Or no, where was it? It was somewhere over here. Oh, it was like right here. Okay. So I marked up the previous high, which was like right here, right? What happened was whoever was in that sell, they got stopped out because that's where their stop loss was, right? So what happens is, think about in your position, guys, what happens when you guys get stopped out and you're pissed off? You revenge trade, right? So what happens is they get stopped out right here. Price starts to come down a little bit. What happens when it drops below this area again? They re-enter for a sell. When they re-enter for a sell, they got to just give them like some hope that it's going to drop, right? And I'm sure you guys have all experienced this. You'll like be like, oh, it's going to drop. So it slowly goes down. And then as soon as it drops, what happens? Reverses all the way back up and it establishes a new high. So just keep that in mind. If you start to see price moving kind of funky, but as you can see right here, price is still moving around this area. It's 7:25 right now. The crude oil inventory has come out in about 5 minutes. So looking at the calendar right here, we'll see what happens here. It's supposed to be positive news, but I mean, who knows? We'll have to wait and see what happens. All right, we got a 1 minute signal over here. I'm not trading the 1 minute, so we'll see what goes on from this point over here. Let's see. Let me see what's going on over here real quick. That's pretty solid for the most part. Let me see what else is going on over here. I'm just waiting for some sort of confirmation over here real quick. All right, let's go back to the 1 minute. There's still that pending buy signal right there, which is fine. If it ends up closing, then it could provide for a buy, but I'm not going to enter it yet because we do have news coming up in about 3 minutes. So we got news coming up right here. Oh, missing something. No, we're good. All right. All right, cool. So just looking at this right here, this is why I want to enter that buy, right? See how it's starting to come back down. It's doing exactly what we just anticipated. They want to lower it. They want to give these sellers some hope, because the thing is, if they don't give them some hope, they're gonna close out of their positions, right? The thing is, they really want this number to be a bit higher, like on the 60% side, because when it's on the 60% side, they can start to manipulate price in the opposite direction a lot stronger, because then they can start making more money off the retail traders on the opposite side. So I'm not in this position right here. We just have this marked up from earlier. I already pulled out of this position a while back. So like right here, I'm already up like 2,400. So this is the one that I closed out a little early. I probably could have closed it out when it was in 1,000 profit, but I'm not going to bother with it right now. So we'll see what happens from this point. All right, cool. Kimberly said, I reached my goal for the day. Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow. Definitely, Kimberly. It's probably a good time for you to stop trading, especially with how the market's moving. So definitely, Kimberly, we'll catch you here tomorrow morning as we push forward with this NFP trading week. But other than that, I think, see, the news is coming out right now in about a minute. So this is exactly why I pulled out of the position, right? I knew this was going to happen. So this is why I pulled out, because news is happening. Plus they need to give the retail traders some incentive to hold on to this sell here. So see where it goes from this point. All right, news is coming up in about 17 seconds. We'll see what goes from there. But if we don't have very many trades until like by 8, then I'm probably gonna be done trading for the day. I'm already up. How much am I up today? So if I add up my profits for the day on both accounts, I'm up 2,064.86 plus 2,416.90. So I'm up 4,481 right now. So pretty solid for the most part. I don't really have I don't have a need to keep going, right? This is like average profit. So like here, check this out, guys. If you guys can lock in about 4,000, if you could lock in this much every day, you multiply that by 5, that's 5 days a week, right? You multiply that by 4 weeks out of the month, you multiply that by 12 months out of the year, and you can make $1 million literally. If you're just consistent, you don't revenge trade, you just, you don't lose trades. If you don't lose trades and you keep trading consistently like this is 1,075,622. So you guys can see how this stuff adds up. This is why I don't care to keep trading, because I'm happy with my profits for the day, right? If you guys could keep locking in profits, you guys can see how it compounds. If you just keep locking in about 4,000 a day, you trade 5 days a week like we do here every morning, that's 22,408 each week. 4 weeks out of the month, that's about 90,000 a month. 90,000 a month, and then 12 months out of the year, it's about $1 million. So, just keep that in mind. This is why I don't really hang on these sessions for too long. Once I make my profit for the day, I'm pretty much calling it a day. Unless I see something really good, then, it makes sense for us to keep trading. But right now the market's it's not really good, right? It's risky right now. So let's see, the crude oil inventory just came out right here. Let's see, what was the result? Okay, so it's positive news right here. The inventories are actually a lot higher. So we'll see what happens from there. But I think I'm done trading for the day. I mean, I'll keep looking for some trades, but if I don't see anything, then I'm good as is, unless you guys have questions. So if you guys have questions, go ahead and pop your questions in the chat. I can answer your questions. But for me personally, I think I'm going to take it easy. If I see something good here, then I'll take the trade, but I don't really see anything good right now. Same with this. If I see a re-entry here, then I'll probably re-enter. There you go. It pushes up. I might enter this for late and just catch the rest of the move there. It's so tempting, but I know I shouldn't. It's too risky. Oh man, so tempted to enter this, but no, I'm not going to. If I see here on the 1 minute, then I'll enter it for a small little scalp. Nothing too crazy. 20 seconds left. Yeah, and the reason why I'd enter it here on the 1 minute is because it's basically a scalp within a scalp, right? Because you have this scalp here, but you have this one currently running. So the TP for the 3 minutes right here, I can still scalp within it and lock in some profits, even though I'm not in the full position. But this is what I mean. You guys got to wait for actual entry. All right. So I'm in this 1 minute right here, actually. It's going for a small little move. Add a TP there. Currently in profit. It's pretty solid. Miles said price is moving like an old bucket of chitterlings sitting in the Arizona heat with the side of Limburger cheese mentioned as well. Yeah, I know the market is barely moving at all. It's kind of just going back and forth as we as we speak here. Let's see. Yeah, Melinda's asking, what's the name of the app that you use to copy multiple trades at once? It's called Social Trader Tools. What Peter mentioned right there. All right, there we go. Dude, this thing is so volatile. Fuck me, I was already out of the trade. I was trying to close out. I was in profit already like 1,000, but I wasn't paying attention, fortunately. I'll just keep watching it as we continue on. But yeah, it's called Social Trader Tools, Melinda. All right, I'm out of the trade, guys. I'm not playing with this anymore. This market's too funky for me. So I'm out of this 1 minute right here. If you guys want to hold on, there you go, full TP anyway. So I should have just held on. Should have been an idiot. There's your horns right there. So there you go, full TP off that right there, off that 1 minute. So whoever caught it, great work. I caught it with you guys. I'll send you guys the profits right now. The 3 minutes about to be hit as well. It's like it's on its way up. I should have just held on to it. Why am I scared today? I'm scared today, guys. It happens, when the market's not safe, like I mentioned before, I pull out early when I should probably just hold on to it. But like I mentioned, if I'm worried about the market right now, there's good reason for that. So there we go, full TP off that. Let's see, some of you guys locked in some profit off that as well. Market is funky right now, guys. So if you guys don't have to trade, I would just call it a day. I'm already out of this. Nice. Christian over here. Damn, this dude's up 5,404. Damn, Christian just joined us too, bro. Congrats, man. Yeah, Christian literally just joined like a couple weeks ago. Or not even a couple weeks ago, like less than a week ago. I think you joined like on Sunday or something, right, bro? So damn, this dude locked in 5,000 for the day. Nice work, Christian. Congrats. Yeah, Christian said he's done for the day. Mark over here as well. He locked in 57. Nice work, Mark. Congrats. Roland over here, he locked in. What the hell? Oh, bro. Roland took a Bitcoin trade, but he has all wins for US 30 though. So you did a good job with my trades, Roland, but yeah, the Bitcoin did screw you. This is why I don't trade Bitcoin, guys. Bitcoin's good till it's not, right? It's good when the market's trending super heavily, but when it starts to act funny, you can get burned really, really quickly. So I don't even trade Bitcoin myself. Shawn over here as well. Shawn's up 670. No worries though, Roland, you'll be back. It's just going to take a couple more trades for you to swing back off there. All right, cool. Maddie over here too. Maddie said SMH started off with a mistake, made it back though, and some. Yeah, so it looks like Maddie made a small mistake up there. He lost about 474, but he made it back with these two buys over here. He's a total of 816 in profit. Yeah, definitely. Nice work, Maddie. Yeah, if you guys have any of the profits that you guys want to send over, go ahead and send them over. I'll add them to the list. And let me just send you guys my profits as well. So we got a little more over here. Let me screenshot this real quick. All right, down 3,000. So I'm up pretty nice for the day. Yeah, solid. There we go. 3 minute just hit full TP as well. So there goes some more horns for you guys right there. Whoever caught that trade too, big congrats to everybody here. Damn, look at that. Look at that. So straight wins right now, guys. Straight wins. No losses today. Back on that winning streak. There we go. Yeah, so it looks like a lot of you guys are sending your profits in again. So I will check those out right now. Josh said, K2 honk the horns. No, definitely. Ken over here, he locked in about 105. Nice work, Ken. Brittany over here, she locked in 2,177. Nice work, Brittany. Congrats. Yeah, congrats to everybody here. No losses today so far. Everyone should be happy. Everyone should be in a great mood. Let me send you guys my profits here as well as we continue on. So check this out right here. Boom. So I made 2,582 for this account and then 2,972 on this account. Profits off these K2 US 30 scalps. Too easy. All right, cool. So add these over here. Martin said, LOL, trading a little scared. So Martin over here locked in 358. Nice work, Martin. I know you just started your FTMO, so big congrats to you to starting off on a great note. Let's see who else over here. John as well. John's up 2,911. Nice work, John. And here are my profits right here. Like I mentioned, I made 2,582 right there. And then I made 2,972 right there. I'll just go ahead and send these over to the, the rest of the groups here. All right, solid. And I see a tag CT. I'm gonna pull it up right now. Just 1 second. All right, let's see what we got over here in the admin chat. Yeah, CT too. Shit. CT said he might be done for the day, dude. CT's killing it, bro. This. All right, let me check that real quick. See what else CT said. NFP. Yeah, exactly. I'm done for the day too, CT. So CT as well. Let me see what, let me show you guys what CT made. So CT over here, one of the K2 admins, he locked in on one account, 3,054. And then on his other account, 2,550. So he said he might be done for the day. Same with me. I'm not trying to risk anything here. Let's see, Big Zan over here. So Big Zan looks like, yeah, he had a couple losses right here, it looks like, for US 30, but then he made his way back. So he's in profit about 737. It looks like you need about one more win to wrap it back up to 1,000. So nice work, Zan. I'm gonna add that to the list right here too. If you guys have more profits you guys want to send over, feel free. And then we can take a look. Right. Whenever people join, I try to check to see who they are because we have a lot of scammers that try to hop into the group. But anyways, looking at everyone's profits for today, you guys did pretty solid so far. I don't see any other entries right here, so I'll take a look at everyone's profits. Meanwhile, we're all pretty much done with all of our trades here. They all hit full TP. So it looks like we're pretty much solid. I think someone asked about a snipe entry. I think it was you, Gallo, right? I don't see any snipe entries here because we don't have a rejection off the pivot or the structure at all from market open this entire period. So there's no snipe entries that were available, but everything else was pretty solid, the 3 minute and the 1 minute. Definitely, yeah. Patricia said, really nice, everyone. Thank you, Shawn. Yeah, definitely, Pat. I'm glad you locked in a lot of profits off that, Patricia. You're on point with you and your Bitcoin. Maddie too. Maddie said, damn, should have held the 3 minute. I know, same here too, right? I should have. Saber said I need one more trade. Kyle said that's my barber. Oh, nice. So Chris, right? Shit, where's the thing at? Yeah, I think we were referring to Chris. Yeah, there's too many profits here. I can't even find out who posted profits earlier. Let me scroll up real quick. Oh yeah, Christian. Yeah, so Christian. Yeah, so that's Kyle's barber. And everyone's barber's in on this. Huh? My barber's on here too. Where's Jaime at? Jaime, you on here? And I think Maddie's barber's on here too, Jay. So we got like all the barbers on here. And so, I mean, that's the whole point of this, guys. Like if you guys are making profit off this and you guys are doing well, you guys could share the wealth. You guys can tell people who you trust and you like to trade with us, guys. Like my barber, he's trading with us too. He's probably making more money trading with us here than he could make, barbering. Like he'd probably make his whole week of barbering like with one trade or with like a couple trades. So yeah, I mean, you guys, whoever's been here long enough, you guys are familiar with how we profit here. This is pretty consistent. This is This isn't like a one-time thing. This is every day for us. Samira over here, nice. Samira's up in profit 910. Nice, nice. Oh, wow. Yeah. So Samira over here straight wins. 1K gains 12 hours after joining K2. Thanks, Shawn. Definitely. Big congrats to you too, Samira. So I know you just joined us pretty recently, I think yesterday, right? Last night. And your profits are just, dude, your account just went all the way up. You were like in the negative right here, and your account went straight up from there. So big congrats to you, Samir. You know, this is just the beginning. We have a lot to go from here. Javier said, "Don't make him lose a trade, or he'll give you a bad haircut." Yeah, no, exactly, bro. Albert over here too. Albert's up 45 bucks right now. Definitely. Yeah, Albert said would have had better earnings if I didn't trade last night. Yeah, Albert, I generally don't trade during Asia session because it's just too risky. You know, if you just stick to the morning session with me here, you guys can lock in a ton of profit. Lisa over here, she's up 1,000 for the day. Nice work, Lisa. I know Lisa just got back too. She was away for a bit. She just came back. She's one of our old members here. So if you guys remember Lisa, she's been here since before K2 was even a company. So when I was giving out free trades from my office when I was a lawyer, Lisa was there copying the trades, and she's been with us for a long time now. Nice to see you profiting off that, Lisa. All right. So anything else here? Let me see if I'm missing anything. Let's see. Chris just said, I have a question on the CNBC website. Where do you see the gain losses of the companies in the US 30? So if you go to the Dow 30 index, it's right there. So if you go to the Dow 30 chart, it shows all of the stocks right here, Chris. And that's how you would you'd pull it up. Just pull up the Dow index, and then you can pull up the actual index from here. Either here or the or if you can't find it here, just Google it. So if you here, I'll just Google it for you. CNBC Dow 30 index. So if you just Google CNBC Dow 30 index, this will come up right here, Dow 30 CNBC. Click on that, and there goes the index right there. That's how you could find it. All right, cool. So looking at everything over here, I think I mean, I don't really see anything else here for the most part. If you guys have more profits you guys want to send in, I can look at that. Let's see, Diana said locked in 300. Nice work, Diana. Definitely. David said if all barbers trade with K2, everyone's going to look like a caveman. K2 can be a bad influence on style statements, right, David? Yeah, no, I feel like a lot of people are going to, well, I know my barber, Jaime. I don't know if you're here right now, Jaime, but I know you're, because the thing is, Jaime just had a kid. So Jaime wants some time with his kid. So he just trades with us now. He trades, and he only needs to cut like a few haircuts a day, like one haircut a day, because he likes to cut hair, right? That's like his hobby. So he makes real money here trading with us, and then he just cuts hair for, not for fun, but you know, he doesn't have to trade as much. He doesn't have to cut as much. David said, K2, even a caveman can do it. All right, so I'm going to go down the profits for today. If you guys have more profits to share, go ahead and send them over, but I'll just go down the list right here. So right now we have Lisa with a total of 1,000 for the day. We have Albert over here, a total of 45 for the day. We have Samir over here about 910. We have Zan over here, a total of 737 for the day. We got CT over here, 2,550 for the day. His other account, he's in profit 3,054. John over here up about 3,000 for the day. We have Martin over here about up 358. We got Brittany about 2,177 for the day. We have Kenton up 105 for the day. We have Maddie over here up 816 for the day. We got Shawn over here up 670 for the day. Mark up 57 for the day. Razul over here up about 1,000 for the day. Zachary over here about 1,093. We got Shawn again over here 500 for the day. Mark a little earlier, he was up 50. Eunice up 205 for the day. Rick up nearly 1,000 for the day. He's up about 800. Patricia up 8,565 for the day. Sisu up 1,600. Kimberly up 1,174. You can see Kimberly, she's the one that said she left earlier because she had her profit goal. I'm assuming your profit goal was 1,000 for the day, Kimberly, which is perfect, right? Because the thing is, if you're going for 1,000 a day, right? Like just think about it, 1,000 a day times 5, because we trade five days a week, times 4 days out of the month, that's 20,000 a month. Like that's way more than majority of people make a month. Times 12, you know, you're already in the 200K range. So if you keep doing this consistently every day, Kimberly, you'll be making about 240,000 for the year. So definitely great work, Kimberly. Angela, she's up 398 for the day. Eric is up about 300, about 600 or 700 for the day. Jerry up 1,424 for the day. You guys can see it's easy to make 1,000 with me here, right? You guys can do 1,000 with me every day. If you can do 1,000 a day, you can be up 200K a year doing this for like 10 minutes of your day, just taking one trade with me. Rick over here, he's up 473 earlier. Patricia, 7,765. Jeff up 1,000 or 2,097. So nice work, Jeff, off of that. I can send in my profits in here as well. So that we have these documented for later. So yeah, if you guys have any profits that you guys want to share, feel free. Bashir over here, he's up down 1,000 Australian for the day. Nice work, Bashir. So yeah, you guys are doing pretty solid. Looks like even people here in the public chat, right? So people here in the public aren't in the premium. They're not paying for the subscription. They're still profiting with us for free here on the YouTube. So definitely great work, everyone here. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to reach out. Put your questions in the chat. It's getting close to 8, so I'm probably going to be logging off shortly. I could give you guys like another breakdown of like why I'm stopping from trading. Like for example here. So today I locked in 2,582 and 10 cents plus 2,972 and 48 cents, right? So I'm up a total of 5,554 right now and 58 cents, right? If I do this every day and I log off, because you guys have seen my profits every day, right? I'm generally around this range, around the 5,000, but around the like 1,000 to 6,000 range. So like, let's see, the other day I was up 2,000 on this account and I was up 2,000 on this account, about 4,000, right? So my average range is about like maybe 3,000 to 6,000 a day. So for example, if I do this every day, locking about 5,000, you multiply that by 5 days a week, that's 27,772 a week, right? You multiply that by 4 weeks out of the month. That's about 100K a month, right? $111,091 a month. You multiply that by 12, there's 12 months in the year because we trade every day. That's about 1.3 mil. So as you guys can see here, if you guys are disciplined and you guys know when to stop trading and you guys are happy with your profits for the day, it adds up. Just don't lose trades, right? We don't really lose trades here. Yesterday we had one loss, but that was like one loss out of the entire month. So just keep that in mind. Things compound. You guys got to look at the long-term goal here. A lot of people just look at the short-term goal. They want to make like, 10K in one day. You don't have to make 10K in one day. You can make 1K, 2K, 3K, 5K, 10K. Or less than 10K, and it adds up over time. So just, just keep that in mind, guys. And, I do this completely free. So if you guys haven't already, if you guys can like the stream, so you can find other people who want to trade with us, like I mentioned, there's an abundance of wealth here, guys. Like all of us profit here every day. There's not like one person winning and then one person losing. Like literally everyone here is winning, right? These are all the profits from today. I could pull up any date here. Like we can pull up like June 3rd, random day. You can see that like, Michael over here, he passes FTMO. We had Angela over here with like $400 in profit, Sisuk about 2,000 in profit, et cetera, et cetera. Stanley, 1,000 in profit. There's abundance of wealth here. Like anyone can profit with this here. It's just, it's really like people just have to find us. So I'm here to share the knowledge and the wealth with you guys. It's just, this is just what I do. It's just what I trade. So guys, I think that's it for now. Let's see, Maddie said, yo, Shawn, how do you get 2 accounts? I eventually want to do that too. You just do another challenge, Maddie. So you know how you did the challenge for the 200K? Since you're basically going to be funded, you can just do another one. And then you can use social trader tools to just copy the trades. That's why I have 2 accounts here. I'm probably going to merge them at some point. It does get kind of annoying how the prices, how the profits are a little different. But at this time, I'm fine with just copying it because you can see the lot sizes are different. Right here, this is my main account. That's why you can see it's a straight lot size. My copy right here is like a 9. It copies the trades, but the lot size are a little different because it has to follow through. But yeah, you just got to do another FTMO, and then later on you can merge those together. So instead of having 2 200Ks, you can do one 400K. All right, guys. So I think that's it for now. I don't see any other questions. So it's about to be 8 o'clock. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out on Telegram or you guys can email me. I have I got like 200 emails to get through today. So if you guys email me, at least give me like a day or two to respond to you. I might not be able to respond right away, but you guys can send your questions and I'll get back to you in a timely manner. But I think that's it for the day. I'm happy with my profits, and it's about time to it's a call day for the session. So if you guys enjoy this, feel free to like the video, and then I'll catch you guys back here tomorrow for the next session. And then we'll push through this NFP week. Just keep in mind, if you guys are trading, use proper risk management, don't over leverage, and just be careful, guys. It's NFP. There is news tomorrow too, I think. Let me check. We got a lot of news tomorrow. So we got OPEC all day. We got unemployment news at 5:30 for the US. It's a Canadian bank holiday. There's a lot of stuff going on tomorrow. We have ISM manufacturing PMI at 7. So I don't even know if I'm going to trade tomorrow. I might trade tomorrow. I mean, if I don't, I'll let you guys know. But, there's a lot of stuff going on tomorrow. So just keep that in mind if you guys decide to trade tomorrow. But I will be online and I'll be on the live session. So other than that, guys, enjoy the rest of your morning. If you guys don't have to trade, take a break, guys. Just go walk your dog, go to the gym. I'm going to go to the gym. So like, if you guys don't need to trade, just go do something else. Don't risk losing your profits for the day, because you guys already locked in a ton of profits. So go on with your day, guys. Have a great morning, and then I'll catch you guys here tomorrow for the next live session.